How this goes. Hey everybody, my name is Ben Gromiko. I'm from InterNACHI, and that's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. And we're doing a live interactive webinar with my buddy Mike Raiche from Social5. And we're gonna talk about social media. I have no idea what I do on social media. I know I'm participating, but is there a right way? Is there a wrong way? I don't know any tips. I'm just really winging it. And that's probably not a good idea. So the best idea is to not waste your time and money guessing, right? You need to rely on some people who know what they're doing and some experts, some mentors, some coaches, and maybe some businesses out there. And I think we have one today. And Mike's gonna do a presentation about social media for home inspectors. And you better get your pencil and paper out and write some notes down. We're also live on YouTube. So feel free to ask questions if you want to. And if you're attending the webinar, the InterNACHI webinar, we do free live webinars, feel free to ask questions during the presentation and after. Right, Mike, you are available to do some questions?
Yeah, absolutely. The more the better.
Awesome. Hey, I want to thank you for taking your precious time out for a little bit and teach us home inspectors what we should be knowing and doing with social media. And I really appreciate your time.
Hey, appreciate that, Ben. Let me see here if I can. I think you might need to give up your screen for me to take it. It's telling me that. So just we'll pull this up.
Let's see.
I think maybe if you stop the share, I'll just share it real quick.
I think that's it, yeah?
There we go. Yep, you clicked the right button. Awesome.
We appreciate it.
Hey, here we go. Well, hey, oops, let me back up a little bit here. Don't want to get ahead of myself. Hold on here. We'll go back to the beginning. Ben, really appreciate that introduction. Thank you to everybody that turned out today. First and foremost, I hope that everybody is staying safe. I know you're in probably all different parts of the country and all different phases and things like that. So one thing for sure, business has definitely changed, you know, the way we communicate with people and things like that. But before I get started, I definitely want to thank you, Ben. I want to thank Lisa, Kate, Miranda, everybody that helped line this up. They've all been very helpful. We work with a lot of associations on different things, and you guys got a really well-oiled machine, so we just appreciate you guys. So let me just start like this. You know, we probably all remember the first time we got maybe a Facebook page. You know, what is this thing? Well, to kind of put things in perspective, you know, we used to communicate through things like radio, you know, radio advertisements, things like that. It took 38 years for the radio to reach 50 million listeners. And then the television comes along, took 13 years for the television to reach 50 million viewers. And then the internet came along, and it was kind of this novelty thing where people would go in chat rooms that really didn't know what it was going to be, but it really took off, ended up taking 4 years to reach 50 million people. And then this thing called Facebook comes along. You know, some of you have probably seen the movie, the social network. 9 months to reach 100 million users, absolutely exploded. And if you look at Facebook today, there are actually on a monthly basis, 2.6 billion monthly users. That's bigger than any country. So obviously it's here to stay. And the question really comes, what does this all mean to us, right? So if business has changed, even if you look at the recent events, you know, you look at what's happened with COVID-19, you know, networking groups. I know a lot of networking groups, which I've been to many. I see home inspectors there, real estate agents, mortgage brokers. Well, a lot of that has gone virtual. So the way we reach people is virtual, the way we connect. And our office settings have obviously changed. I know in the state of Minnesota where I live, if you can work at home, you're supposed to work at home. So rather than living in these cubicle environments, we're forced to work from home, to communicate with people from home. And some interesting statistics, we decided to look at 1,095 of our customers. And we took the 6 weeks prior to the World Health Organization kind of saying this is a global pandemic to the 6 weeks after. And here's what we found out is that viewership, just on average for those 1,095 of our accounts, increased by 56%. Probably more important is the amount of engaged users. These are people liking posts, sharing posts, placing their comments, things like that. We saw a 45% increase. And the biggest one, and probably the most important, is the number of unique users. In other words, these aren't people that are already, visited your page that month. These are all brand new people visiting it for the first time that month. Went from 163 in January to 270 in February to 476 in March. Obviously, we had customers that had much higher and some that had lower, but this is an average of 1,095 customers. So the bottom line is now is the time for people to invest either in having somebody else do their social media or figure it out how to do it on their own. And Eric Qualman, I think he says it best. He's kind of an authority figure on social media. He was one of the early people that predicted a lot of stuff and where it would go for business. He says today, when it comes to business, we don't really have a choice on whether we do social media. Now the question is how well we actually do it. So just a little bit about Social5. What we do, and we've been doing it for 8 years, we help businesses save time and money on their digital marketing efforts as an outsourced service. The goal is for us to do your social media so that you can focus on seeing clients and things like that. But we also provide training in those different types of things. Our success is built around our team of professional writers, technology experts, and marketing gurus. We have about 200 professional writers. I'll actually show you a snapshot of some of the writers that create content and do social media for our real estate agents, mortgage brokers, home inspectors, things like that. And we work with hundreds of businesses across a lot of different verticals. If we don't have a perfect writer for a certain type of business, we'll go out and find one, because we want to make sure our number one goal is to kind of create that attraction marketing, make our customers look like that expert, that go-to person. That's what social media is about. If you do social media properly, it's a little bit different than having a website. A website is typically what we have to say about ourselves, and social media is what everybody else has to say about us, whether it's through the form of how many people follow a page or like or comment or leave a review. That's the goal in social media, because that's what people are checking out today more than anything. So I want to take a look at what we've done. We've worked with InterNACHI to put together some special packages just for you guys, and we've never done this before to this degree, so we're pretty excited about it. And what we've done, and I'm going to walk you through exactly what this looks like. We'll talk about some different training, things like that, but we even have a free version, and we'll show you how to get this, where we will post content published for you on your existing Facebook page one time per week. And then we'll also give you access to Social5 University, which you're going to see that is amazing. So if that's the only thing you guys ever did, we would be excited to be able to invite you to our training so you can learn how to boost post, reach your target audience, that type of stuff. Then we have another option that's normally a couple $100 a month. We're offering it to InterNACHI members for $29 a month. It's Facebook content 3 times a week. We'll give you a back office where you can even see content in advance. You can shuffle it. You can reschedule it, and obviously you get that subscription to our university. And then our $39 a month option is normally $350 a month. So if you're like a one-off, accountant and they come to us, this would be something that we would charge $350 a month for, where we would post content 3 times a week automatically. It's done for you, give you that back office so you can preview content, shuffle content, things like that. We'd also write blog content for you, and it's like getting a ghostwriter that makes you look really smart and really awesome 2 times per month. If you have an email list, we'll send an email out once a month. That's just to keep you top of mind, bring people maybe moving tips, who knows what it might be. I'm not one of the writers, but we have great writers. And then we'll give you a business hub. I'll actually show you what that is, but it's a really cool way to network, engage with people, things like that, and obviously the university. So let me show you what this looks like as far as the content. It's all professionally written. It's all going to be customized for home inspectors. We want to have focused themes that help you connect with your audience. And obviously all of our photos are beautiful. They're copyright protected. A lot of people don't think about that. They grab a photo from Google, they put it on their Facebook page. It's one thing to do that if it's your personal page, but when it's a commercial, a business page, that's a big time no-no. And then we would automatically post 3 times per week. Topics like home inspection mix, home inspection tips and inspiration, home safety maintenance, obviously calls to action. Visit my website, get a home inspection, inquire, whatever it might be. You could see some of the sample content that we've put together on this page, and you guys will be able to look at all of this stuff later. And then Facebook content 3 times a week. Here's the thing, if you'd like to keep posting, we don't take away any ability from you. In fact, we'll train you how to do it better through our university. We use what's called, one of the things to think of that you might want to take away from this webinar today is whether you try this service or not, we use what's called a see, think, act approach. One of the biggest mistakes people make on social media all the time is that everything is business all the time. Hire me, use my services, buy my product type of stuff. We want to put in a mix. It's called social media for a reason. So a see post is an example, is maybe something inspirational or maybe it's funny. A think post is planting seeds of information. Hey, did you ever think about this when it comes to your gutters or something like that? And an act post, that is kind of the rhythm we're in now. It's, hey, get a home inspection, visit my website. It's more of a call to action type of thing. So think about that next time you're posting. You don't want everything to be business all the time, because a lot of times that see post that's maybe inspirational, it might not be related to home inspection, but it's the type of stuff that people will share on other pages, comment on. And if they do that, their friends will see that, which gives you more reach to get your business in front of more people because you're the source of that post. And then we're going to provide a business hub, whether you have an iPhone or an Android, with a couple of clicks, and we can show you how to do this. It's just bookmark to home screen. It's actually technically a website, but you can bookmark it to the home screen of your phone. Plus, if you have any referral sources, you can bookmark it to the home screen of their phone. So maybe it's a real estate agent that you work with and they, hey, I need to, you need to get a home inspection. Let me refer you to my friend Joe. They can just open up their phone and they can click that icon right there. And when they click it, it opens up. It would look something like this. You notice, this is for a different type of business, but notice Jeff's Business Hub. It's got a button there where they can download the contact information. They have, they can call you with one click. They can email you. They can visit your website, get directions to your office if that's appropriate. Visit any social channels that you have active. In this case, we would be providing a link to like your Facebook page. But more importantly, that real estate agent that wants to send you some business so that that person can get in touch with you can open it up on their phone and say, hey, just give me your email address. They grab it, they enter it, and within about 5 seconds, they're going to get a nice greeting email. This is the screenshot I had for Rotary. Obviously, you're not Rotary, but it would come from you and it would say, hey, thanks for connecting. Here's how to get in touch with me. You would also be notified. So if you want to follow up with that person, but now that that email has been collected, they're going to be part of that monthly email blast where we send out things like blog articles. Now, why do we send out blog articles? When it comes to things, I was a mortgage broker for many years, and I'm dating myself, but I did a monthly newsletter, but it was snail mail, right? I started by just stuffing envelopes and sending them out. But what I found out is, and I wrote, I had kind of some industry information in there, and then I had what I called a letter from the heart. Here, my kids are now 2 years old. My twin boys are, beating each other up, whatever it might be. Tried to keep it light and funny, but the reason this is important, if you bring them maybe home improvement tips or whatever it might be, they might not need your services today, but 6 months from now, when they're gonna, move and need to get a home inspection so that nothing gets held up at closing or something, they won't forget about you. And these articles would all be authored, quote unquote, by you. So it'd be 2 blogs a month. They're relevant, fun, informative. We just want to make you look great. And here we have just a snapshot, just to kind of give you an idea. This is across the board, whether you're a home inspector or an accountant, or we have some pretty wild businesses, types of businesses I never even knew existed on our service. But specific to you guys, these are some of the people that create content for our residential and commercial real estate customers, mortgage lending, and home inspectors. So you can kind of read the bios. I would be pretty excited to know that they're creating the content for me. If you guys have ever done any blogging in your day, I used to do some blogging. It takes me all day to get it to where I want to be and spell check it and see if it flows right and all that stuff. These people are great at what they do. And then that back office account access, you just get a login. You can preview content in advance. You see that little arrow there? That little arrow is designed to shuffle the content. If you see something that you don't like that we have created for you, you can shuffle it and see something else that we've created for you. You can also provide feedback. There's a little message bubble right there that you can kind of see on the right side, right over here below the post. That's where you can just give feedback. Hey, this was great. Love to see more of this, or hey, you missed the mark type of thing. And then you notice the date in the upper right says today at 4:10 p.m. Maybe you don't want it to go out today. Maybe you want it to go out Saturday morning, and you could reschedule it just by clicking that as well. So there's a lot you could do. You can manage your contacts. If you have a contact list, you can upload it right from here. There's a contact section. Just grab the file, upload it. They would all become part of that monthly email blast. So if you have an existing email list, we can certainly leverage that as well. Because that was what I did when I was a mortgage person. I had a physical mailing address for all these people, and I would send them a monthly thing. And I would often get referrals from these people because it's, oh yeah, you know what, you're moving. You need to talk to my guy, Mike. I just got a letter from him yesterday. We don't get letters anymore. And then Social5 University, you'll get a login to Social5 University. You can see some of the topics, LinkedIn advertising, Facebook boosting, Facebook audience building, mobile marketing basics. We have lots and lots of trainings that we provide that have been archived that you will be able to access. And then we also do live trainings. We're on a break for the month of June. We typically do 8 trainings in a row from the first week to the 8th week of every quarter. So if you wanted to come out live, maybe there's somebody in your office that does a little bit of social media marketing for you. They're welcome to come. Just give them access, and they can view this stuff online. They can come to our live trainings, that type of stuff. So let's do this. Let's give you just a little bit of a live preview. So I'm going to go from here to here, and we just set up a sample page. So obviously this is a page. Here's some different content that we created, and I want to let you know, if you decide you want to check this out, right on the page that I'll provide to you, it's also listed in the InterNACHI website. You'll be able to access this Facebook page so you can see some of the sample content. So like I said, whether you do take advantage of this or not, feel free to look at some of this content to kind of give you an idea of some of the types of things that we create. We got good imagery, tips. It's very graphical. You want to have graphics in your posts. Graphics engage people a lot more than just content. And so you want to make sure you have access to great images, and always make sure that they're copyright protected as well. So you can see some samples there. I'm going to show you an example here of, this is that business hub. My screen's going to look a little funny, but I want to make it smaller so you can see what it looks like. Okay, this is kind of what it would look like on an iPhone or an Android. So if you notice at the top, has a web address. This is much more powerful than a physical business card. If I get a physical business card these days, Ben, it probably sits in my wallet for a week or ends up going through the wash or something like that. If people ask me for my contact information, I do one of 2 things. Just it kind of depends on what mood I'm in. I might text them a link to this, and then when they open it up, I have one of these for myself. They see my profile image, my name. They can put their thumb on the download button, and my contact info goes into their phone. Call me, text me, email me, visit my website. If appropriate, get directions to the office. Check me out on Facebook, but also read blog articles. So they can learn more about what I'm about and what makes us great. The other option is I might open this up. A lot of times if I'm at a networking event, which I haven't gone to many lately, I'll open this up. I'll say, hey, what's your email address? I'll just send you my contact info. And when I do that, it just sends them a nice greeting email that can be customized however you want it to read. We have it all set up for you, but if you ever want to go in to that back office, you can actually customize it to say whatever you want it to say.
So is it possible to, where it said website right there and had a circle of the globe, mm-hmm. Is it possible to tweak that word website to like schedule? If a real estate agent wanted to visit this and schedule, or should we like link it to the scheduling page?
Yeah, that's a great question. In this case, it really doesn't. The way this is set up, and kind of, you'll see we kind of have an automatic sign up process, so it kind of is set the way it is. If you think that is important to home inspectors, and I get enough requests, we can definitely look into that for sure. There are some areas that we can customize, but there's certain areas that we can't, because it's kind of uniform for all of our customers.
Cool.
Good question though. So this is just an example of that back office. Obviously this is our back office for Social5. So it says, hey, this blog article, I can read the whole thing, is going out today at 7:40. And if I click this, I could actually reschedule it. I'm not gonna, because my CEO would probably be upset with me. Here's a little message button where you can give feedback. And if I click this, which I won't, it would actually bring up another piece of content that's been created. So this one happens to be a blog article. So it's going to that business hub. That's what this icon is right here. See, it pops up business hub. It's going to Facebook. It's going to LinkedIn and Twitter. In your case, it would show the Facebook icon because we would also share that blog out on social media. Here's one here on tomorrow at 5:20 p.m. Just says it's going to Facebook and Twitter. Here's another one here, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So you guys kind of get the picture. There's an area in here where I clicked on the contacts. I click on tools. I can upload, if I got like a CSV file or an Excel spreadsheet, I can just click it, select the file, and they become part of that monthly email blast. You can download your contacts at any time. You don't ever have to worry about duplicates. Like, did I already send this list? Doesn't matter. Our system will weed out all of the duplicates. And the other thing is, if you ever wanted to do your own posting, you could certainly just go to your Facebook page. But maybe you're really ambitious and you want to write your own blog. You see right here where you could write it, and it would push out to that business hub. And then we would have for you Facebook connected. You could add some text, a link, an image, and it would push right from the app. It would actually push right out to your Facebook page.
So Mike, you did that live preview of the Home Inspector sample Facebook page, and you're developing content and posting it on there. Now, what about the response? That's on the Home Inspector, right?
Yep, that is correct. So yeah, and you know, and most people, and if you ever have any questions, that's the great thing about our university. Let's say we're doing a training on Facebook post boosting, and somebody asks a question, you know, how do I set my Facebook preferences so that I get a notification if somebody comments on my page or something like that? Yeah, and those are all settings that you can do. I know I have if anybody ever sends me a message on Facebook, I get an email type of thing. So as long as you have your notification settings set, you'll get notified. And most people, when they come into Facebook, they have that little red icon that says something happened in the upper right. It's not on this page because it's a sample page, but they'll see that somebody commented or liked a post. And that's the beauty of it too. I'll give you a tip. If you have an existing Facebook page right now, if somebody likes one of your posts, you can immediately just kind of click on them and it pulls up everybody that's liked that post. One of the options is to invite them to follow your page. You should do that. They've already liked your post. Why not invite them to follow your page? So that's.
And what about response time? Like, what if I just let that? What if somebody comments and I just let it sit for a really long time? That's not very good, right?
No, it's not. You definitely want to. You know, there's two things. There's one, if somebody sends you a message, because it actually tells you how fast your business's response time is. It'll say something like normally responds in 24 hours type of thing. So you don't want to say normally responds in 2 years. That would be bad. But yeah, the faster, you know, sometimes if somebody puts a comment, yeah, definitely just go in and thank them or whatever. But a like is a little bit different, like liking a post. What I would do in that case is I would go in and invite them to like my page type of thing. And you could certainly send them a message after they decide to like your page. Hey, thank you for following me on Facebook. Takes a little time to do that, but people love that stuff, and it just makes you stand out a little bit more and appear approachable, that type of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, here's just oh, I rebooted, so hopefully this will pop up. Okay, so you'll notice these are just some of the recent trainings that we've done. It would all be free for you guys. We sell our trainings. People hire us to train all that stuff. You guys will get access to all of it. You know, how to use Facebook events to attract eyeballs, Facebook advertising fundamentals. We did a training, business survival guide during COVID-19. So you could see just the different types of trainings that you'll have access to. You can watch any of these immediately, or you can come out to our live trainings. Like I said, we do about 8 times a quarter. So let's see here. Let me go back to this here. And I'll just show you guys the different options. We'd love for you guys at a minimum, you know, to try it. It's, you know, just see the content. You got nothing to lose there. And then the upgrade options. We just tried to make this affordable. You know, the fact that you guys are part of a great association. We wanted to put something together that we've literally never done anything this kind of robust for this price before. So we're excited to see where this goes for all of you. So if you wanted to take advantage of this, Ben, how is it listed? How do people find it on the website? Do they just do a search, or is it in a category on your website?
Yep, it's under What's New. So we have a What's New page. It'll be posted under What's New, and the link will go to this information. And we also have a webinar page. And members can go into their dashboard and click their webinar button, and it will go right to this video. So, and we also have a home inspector podcast and a newsletter. So there's a bunch of different ways members can find this information.
That's awesome. So this is the website right here, and I'll actually paste that into the chat. At least the people that are on the Zoom meeting, I'll paste that in. But it'll bring you to this page, and I'll actually show it to you. And just you click up the sign up for free button. And then what happens from there is you would basically just select the option, whether it's free or advanced, which is Facebook posting 3 times a week. And then the pro for 10 bucks more is Facebook posting 3 times a week, 2 blogs a month. You get that business hub. You can preview content in advance a month. And that one also includes a monthly email. To me, that's a powerful one. Just I get emails from a few real estate agents and a few mortgage brokers. I was in the mortgage industry for years, but it keeps them, I don't always read them, but it keeps me top of mind. So if I time it right, that's a powerful thing. And then what'll happen is I'll show this to you, but you select the type of content. So we have some different categories. One question that always comes up is everybody going to get the same content all the time? And the answer is no. We've created so much content, and we're going to be ongoing creating content. Could you get a similar post to somebody 2 months from now that lives in California, you live in New York? Yes, that could happen. But in most cases, we try our best to keep it as far apart as possible, so you have your own unique posts, things like that. And
sorry to interrupt, but you're on the content, like helping me with the content. Like, how do you help me with B2B and B2C? You know, for a home inspector, I want to reach out to real estate agents, right, who are work to me. And also as a home inspector, I want to reach out to maybe, you know, homeowners or potential home buyers, my potential clients. Will you help me figure out like how to post that type of content in those 2 different directions?
Yeah, that absolutely. You know, B2B is a little bit different. If I was going to target real estate agents, I don't know that we have time to get into it today. There's a lot more that Social5 does, obviously. This is kind of just an affordable package to kind of, you know, cover the content and the branding side of things for your business. If I was going to do something to target real estate agents, we have some pretty unique tools to leverage LinkedIn for reaching out to these people and sending personal messages and follow-up messages. We can automate that entire process. That's what I would do. I would select maybe the area that I work in, and because you can do all of those types of searches on LinkedIn. For that specific one, I would leverage LinkedIn, and I would be happy to come on and do a training about kind of a cool service we have specifically for that. But it involves, you know, we do content on LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram and stuff all the time. It's not part of this package, but those are things we do. So if somebody has a specific, you know, if they want to add features to their package, as an example, like an advertising campaign on Facebook where we select their local area, we do advertisements to people that are possibly looking to move. Sometimes we can look at how long they've lived somewhere. So if I did that, I would probably look at people that have lived somewhere for about 7 years and target them. So yeah, and you can target different things like income ranges and all that stuff as well. And we could set up advertising campaigns. That's the beauty of things like Facebook is, you know, the old form of advertising is you know, maybe you do a yellow pages ad or you send out a mail flyer, and people still do that, which is fine, but it's not always going to the target audience. You know, sometimes it might, you know, might be a circulation that's ending up in an apartment owner's house or a college dorm, you know, who knows? With social media, you can get pretty specific about who you're trying to reach and also be able to track the results. So yeah, we are listed on the website here, but I'm going to take you to the actual website. So if you look at this website, obviously you got the sign up for free. You can look at the options that we just went through. But if you want to see some of the live content examples that I showed you, you can see them by just clicking this orange button. Here's what that kind of back office, they're showing it from a phone. You can access it from a computer as well, where you can preview the content. You can reschedule it if you want to. And then here's a little kind of what that business hub looks like on a phone. You get that auto intro email, and then just kind of an idea of what Social5 University is. And you can actually visit it and kind of do some searches. You wouldn't, if you didn't sign up, you wouldn't have a login quite yet, but you could actually view all of the different trainings that we do offer by visiting Social5 University. So if somebody wanted to sign up, yeah, they would just click on this. It's really pretty simple. it's really a smart system where they can select the free, or let's just select the pro. You see a drop-down menu, different content topics. If it were me, I like to start Monday on a positive note, something uplifting because it's Monday. So home inspection tips and inspiration is probably what I would pick. On Wednesday, I would probably pick the home inspection mix. And on Friday, I would probably pick the call to action.
That's nice.
That's kind of that see, think, act type of rhythm that we talked about. And then blogs, we have a whole bunch of topics for blogs that we'd send out. And it's really as simple as clicking next. You have a Facebook account? Yes. It would either, if you have an existing Facebook page for your business, it would actually, these are all different Facebook pages I've set up over the years, or I'm an admin of, it would pull it in here and it would connect to it automatically. If you don't have a business page, this system will actually set it up all for you. So it's really as simple as just reading what it says, putting the name of your business, your address, that type of stuff. You'd be able to put a link to your main website in here, because we want to make sure that that business hub has a link to your main website on it, things like that. And then this right here is basically asking you, when it says business hub, what do you want the name of your business hub to be? So it could be like HTTP, the name of your business.social5.net. It'll always end in .social5.net. I like it more personal. If your name is available, try it. Could be, mine's Mike Raiche. My business hub is simply mike.social5.net, because it's my digital business card. Yours could be bruce.social5.net or home inspector abc.social5.net. And that's all it is. You can upload that profile picture. That's what would go right here. Keith and his business partner right there would go there. It's really a smart system. It's really simple. And then once everything's done, you'll get access to that back office, Social5 University, all that type of stuff. We'll make sure you're on the email list to get invites to our live trainings, those different types of things. So Ben, is there anything else you guys want to know about social media? Like I said, whether this is something that you guys participate in or not, we definitely want to be a valuable resource for you. So if nothing else, sign up for the free version so you can come to our trainings and that type of stuff. We want to make you guys stand out, be awesome, get social, stay social, be social. I mean, we're just in a little bit different type of era than we've ever been, and people are just looking for information on social media.
Oh, heck yeah.
If I'm a restaurant, what's my COVID-19 policy? I'm going to put it up on social media, so they're checking stuff out.
Yeah, this is the time, and we're going to be in this kind of new norm for quite some time, many more months, and it's the time to get on social media. And I really like the whole system of having a system in place where I can focus on the critical aspects of my business and not really do this kind of stuff. So the social, and it's also on one of our websites, nachi.org/social5, the digit 5, social5, nachi.org/social5. Can you help me distribute content, valuable content on all my channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and things like that?
Yeah, we definitely could do that. We've got standard packages and things like that. The nice thing about Facebook is we're able to kind of automate a lot of this stuff, which is one of the reasons we're able to create a package that's so affordable. But yeah, we do that stuff all the time. There's other types of things that we do. For example, we can help people get lots of reviews on Google. Why would you want to get reviews on Google? Because if people are doing a local search for a home inspector, one of the key factors to getting found is having lots of current and relevant reviews. Google's thought is, hey, if they got lots of reviews, whether they're positive or negative, it's positive or negative is not the factor, believe it or not, when they come to suggesting a business in the front page of Google. It's really how many reviews you have, because Google's thought is, hey, they've got lots of reviews, so I'm doing a good thing by giving that consumer an opportunity to read what other people have to say about this business. And the other thing is, like I said, I used to do snail mail. People used yellow pages. Now we get a phone book, we put it in the recycle bin, right? But it doesn't mean there's lots of directories. There's not lots of directories to get listed in out there. And one of the benefits to getting listed in all those directories, which we can help with that as well, is that you're listed in all the directories. That's the number one thing. Number two, though, you'll notice if I run an online visibility report, which we can do, just email if you want me to run an online visibility report for you. The report normally shows like 60, 70, 80, 90% inaccuracy. And what that means is there's, you know, about 150 different online directories, local directories that you can get listed in. Even if the address is slightly different, one it says First Ave, the other says First Avenue, it confuses search engines. Search engines, you know, they're smart enough to figure it out, but they're going to offer results from businesses that have a very consistent footprint. So in other words, if you're listed in all these directories, the listing is consistent. The business name isn't slightly different, all that type of stuff. So those are all things that we definitely help with, you know, advertising campaigns for if people want to inquire about, you know, how can I get, you know, referral partnerships with more real estate agents. We could provide a pretty cool tool for LinkedIn that would help with that as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to paste this real quick here just for everybody into the, let's see, we got the Q&A. Oh, I don't even know. Yeah, I guess we don't have the chat on. If I type into the Q&A, will everybody see it or just me?
Everyone.
Okay.
Think.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but the website is on their website. Sounds like you guys will have plenty of places to access it. If nothing else, if you guys have any questions at all or can't find it, just send me an email, mike@social5.com. You'll also notice on our listing on your website, it says Rocco@social5.com. He's my colleague, and he's been also working with me on this. Very helpful. He comes from a customer service background, so if you ever reach out to him, you'll be in great hands as well. But we'd love to have you guys join us and check this out. And it's really a pilot program for us. The content isn't a pilot, but the affordable pricing to a large group, we're pretty excited about what the possibilities might be. And what a lot of real estate agents do and home inspectors do and mortgage people do is we make them look great. We want to make you pop on social media, but continue to do some of your own posting. If you've helped somebody with a home inspection or something like that, or maybe you saved the day and they were able to buy that house or whatever it might be, yeah, continue to post that stuff. If your company is having a golf outing, put that stuff on social media. It helps you appear very approachable and real.
Awesome. Mike, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. And man, you've got an easy domain name to remember, Social5, digit 5.
Yeah, Mike@social5.com, guys. Hey, thanks for everything. Thanks for setting this up, Ben. I appreciate it. And yeah, guys, let me know if you have any questions.
All right. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Mike. Bye, everybody. See ya.